We're here with Conrad Schonwald. Conrad's been wearing
Two or 3 weeks.
only 2 or 3 weeks.
3 weeks.
So.
Oh, well, I was very excited from the first time that I found the meditation bangles online. I was very, very excited, and I have been, I think, looking for this for a very long time. I had tried to do a crystal rope kind of thing to work with crystal energies and to have it on my body, and that had not worked. So finding the website and learning about how having them so close to your skin and having the chakra colors was very powerful for me. Once I was actually able to get it physically and adjust it and put it on my arm, I immediately felt like energy coming up through my whole body, which was very, very profound. And since then I haven't taken it off, other than to shower. And I have felt a leveling of moods, and I've certainly had to deal with stressful things since I've had it on, so it doesn't like change life around me, but my reactions to it have been hugely improved and stabilized and calm, and things just don't seem to affect me. You know, you kind of register, that was really stressful. And then I go, oh, but this helps a lot. So it's been really amazing. And the first night I got it, like I said, there was all this energy coming through, which once it's now connected to me, I don't notice it as much, unless I meditate, and then I can notice it. But I was trying to sleep, and I was having a little more trouble sleeping than normal for other reasons as well as just the bangle. And so I debated about taking it off, and I tried briefly taking it off, and I could feel it felt so dark all around me and so scary in a way. So I put it back on, and when I did sleep, I had the most amazing settled dreams. And I really have not had any nightmares since I've had that on. Sometimes mildly stressful dreams, but no nightmares at all, which I found to be very amazing. Those have been my biggest things.
Was it a surprise? I mean, even though it sounds like you had a intuitive recognition, obviously, and an understanding before you received it. So a lot of people think, well, okay, there's an auto-suggestion process going on.
Right.
You're just programming yourself to enjoy it.
Well, I wanted to program myself to enjoy it, but aside from that, the leveling of the moods, everything felt gentler. Just life around me and life in that internal environment that we all have, that you don't realize how edgy,
how abrasive life can be.
Yeah, how abrasive life can be, but then how also edgy you can be in response to how much stress and stressful things that, because I work in a very high pressure job, how much stuff is thrown at me and how much that's still happening, but how much I would say 90% reduction in
do you think,
that responsiveness.
Do you think some of the people who work with you may have noticed a change in your demeanor, or is it not that strong? What do you think?
No one said anything specifically.
Okay.
But I feel that the people around me are more relaxed than that, because I'm the boss.
Right.
So I can see that they're a lot more relaxed than they have been in times past.
Great.
So, which is nice. Yeah.
That's interesting. And you put it on, you felt a definite shift. You mentioned something that I haven't, and it's personal, I hope you don't mind. I used to get nightmares when I was a child. I haven't had them. Sometimes you have dreams that are just a bit off colour, you know, but you notice a shift in your dreams. Why do you think that occurred? How do you...
Well, I mean, even more specifically, I felt, because I found this new spiritual practice similar to what we've talked about before, and there's a lot of intensity of things going on around us, and I felt like I was having to sort of fight two battles during the day and then battles at night, and those battles have largely resolved. And that's what I say about these dreams, because I'm not a child.
Sure.
I'm not afraid of the dark.
Sure.
I don't have nightmares per se, but I would certainly, on more stressful times, be having to kind of re-go through work stress at night. And that has been resolved.
Right,
and that's great.
Right.
You go home, work
we
kind of
carry our work
disappears.
home a lot.
Yeah, and
exactly.
it was, you know, I was meditating and exercising, and it's still, I go to bed and all this intense stuff would happen, and that has really just evaporated.
That's huge. That's huge, yeah. And
it's really huge. And it's something, you know, everybody says, oh, you gotta yoga, and you gotta exercise, you gotta all this stuff all the time. This thing, you just put it on.
Yeah.
You just put it on, and you have it by your skin.
And it fills the mold, and I say this to a few people. when you shift your resonance, when you shift your frequencies, when you shift your electrical body, there's not that harmonic resonance of repetition of what you observed in the day, because it's too distant from the way you are. When you're stressed out and tense, and you have stressed out, tense work environment, you carry it home. But when you're more elevated, more lifted up, and say, just happy or whatever, then the negative stuff that happens during the day doesn't attach itself to your afterthoughts, and you don't take it home, don't take it to bed. And that's a dramatic freedom. That's like the detachment, the surrender, the able to be yourself far more than being this sort of brainwashed, programmed sponge.
I think you're sort of just pushing through life in a way.
Yeah.
And this means that you can sort of slide with life.
Yeah.
And life is more like a stream of water versus, going through or around stones. And it's funny because you can put your hand over it and you can feel a very strong warmth.
Yeah.
That to me is something separate beyond when it's by itself or by when you're by yourself.
Sure.
It's a warmth, and it's very healing. I don't want to say power, because then you go, oh, power. But it's very healing. It's very much, to me, it's a balancing thing, and it really affects the body in such a good way, in such a peaceful way. That's so very natural.
Hey, thanks so much, Conrad.
Yeah.
That was really appreciated.
Yeah, anytime.
All this.
I'll do a recap.
Yeah.
We'll do a recap in like 6 months and a year.
Yeah. 10 years, 20 years.
Yeah.